Hello guys, this is Joyce from Enjoy Scrapping 2, and today I'm going to be doing a product focus on these Gansai Tambi watercolor. So they come in several different sets. The largest that they have available is a 36. This is what I have. And then they have a set of 24, and I believe they also have a set of 18. So when you open it up, it looks like this. And what's good about these is these pots of paints just come out like this. So you can just pick out whichever ones that you want to use rather than having this whole palette on your desk. So I really like that about this product. So for 36 set, you get what you don't get in the smaller sets is these metallic colors down here. So this is just a pearl, and then this is like a bronze, and then this is like a gold. I was kind of like skeptical of these because I mean, how much shine can these really have? Because I've had I still have metallic paints that I use that are not as shiny. But I did the swatch out right here for all the colors, and I don't know if you can see the shimmer, but these metallics also, they have a very, very, very good shimmer. So I really love about that. And these pigments are very highly pigmented, so which is good. You don't have to use a lot to get the color that you need. And this is kind of like, it kind of feels like a cakey type of a watercolor. To me, it's very shiny when you first get it like this. So when you first open it up, I thought I had one. They all have these plastic wrappers on them. I thought I left one to show you guys, but each pan has a wrapper around it, which you would need to remove. And then these, of course, everything's written in Japanese. This is a very high quality watercolor paints. So it says right here, okay, so there's a set of 12, 18, 24, and 36. Not that I could read it, but I could see the numbers on it. So, and you can see the vibrancy of the colors. And if you can see, these have numbers on it. Like it says number 56. So even if you took a whole bunch of colors out and you can't really tell where, like these two colors look the same, and you're not going to know where to put it. If you look on the back, there's also a number on the back, the 56. So we can go back to right here, which says 56. So that's kind of cool, I thought. So you can put it where it's supposed to be, and you'll know what the color is. Okay, so now let's kind of play around with these. And normally I would be doing like watercoloring on images for cards and things, but I want to kind of experiment different ways you can use these paints today. So I'm just using this is my like art journal. I don't know what to call it because I just have a whole bunch of like random drawings and paintings and things like that on here. So we'll just play around with this. And I have a couple stamp sets that I'm going to use. Of course, I love butterflies, so I'm going to kind of show you the vibrancy of these paints. So obviously the price points are different than the set that you get. So I want to show you the colors here, you can just put a little bit of water and look how much it already gives a color. And this is kind of like opaque, pretty opaque watercolor. And with just that one swipe, look how much color you can get. And you can probably get some more, adding a little bit more water. And just from that little one swipe, you get this much of a pigment. So, I mean, this will last you a very long time, that's for sure. And let's try, I like the teal, this is pretty. So again, just with that one swipe, you can get a whole lot of color. So this is great for mixed media artists, ATCs, card making. I mean, it's you can do so much different things with it. You see how much color is in this pigment. So I love watercolor. I love watercoloring, and I think it's fun. It's relaxing, and I do a lot of it. So I'm going to kind of ink this up and show you how the colors will blend. So you want to use an ink that is waterproof, of course, because you're going to be adding water. And this is a stamp by Indigo Blue. This is the Dinky. I have a couple of stamp sets out here that I want to play with you guys. So this is this. And you can find this on Tupelo Designs LLC. They do have these available. It might have been sold out, but more are coming. So I don't know if she has it as a pre-order or not, but this is a really great watercolor set for those of you guys that don't have, or even to add to your watercolor collection. Because for me, because I love colors and things, I like to try out a lot of different mediums. So I'm using a rocker block here, and I'm just going to stamp this out like so. So this has never been inked, and I just inked it up, and you want to let it kind of dry. And while it's drying, I'm also going to stamp out this so we can kind of see. This is the Dina Wakely Media. I don't know if I'm saying her name correctly, but this is a scribble flowers. Scribbly Flowers is one of her new collections. And the reason why I bought this actually was to watercolor, because of the fact that the flowers are very loosely painted. So you can do a lot of different techniques. You can just use this archival jet black ink, or any type of ink that's waterproof. Okay, and I'm going to kind of clean these off because I want to show you a different way you could use it. So most of the time I use my watercolors to, like I said, color in my stamp images for cards, because I make a lot of cards. But I think watercolor is good for any type of crafting that you do, like if you do a lot of journaling, art journals, or whatnot. So this should be dry, but just in case, I'm going to kind of zap it. The reason why I'm not going to actually make something with it today is because it takes long. Last time I colored the Stupendous Large Butterfly with using the Koi watercolors, and that took about a little over an hour for me to color that. And that's why I fast forward things quite a bit, because I don't want you guys to be watching me for like an hour. So so this kind of has a consistency of the Koi watercolors. So how I like to use it is either you can just go directly to the color, of course with some water, and I want to use, let's see, that's why it's good to have a color swatch, because some of them are just all black looking. I want to mix maybe a yellow here, and you can just go directly to, look how vibrant it is. Can you see the vibrancy of it? Let me zoom you in a little bit. This book is kind of big, so I can't really zoom you in a lot, but it's really, really vibrant. It's not as transparent as some of the other colors. They're kind of opaque. And then I want to just put some water here in the center, so these colors will kind of mix and mingle. You see, if I put a lot of color, it kind of makes the lines not as visible. So it depends on the look that you want to go for. So you can have this gradient of a color here. So this is not a cheap watercolor, so it is an investment, but it is definitely worth it, because these pots you can use it for a very long time. So now I want to try another method, is where I like to lay down my water first. Okay, and then maybe we'll try some turquoise, I don't know, teal maybe. You see how much it covers up the stamp image, because it's very opaque. This time I added a little bit more water to it. So again, I mean, this is a mixed media art journal, the Canson mixed media. So it's not going to be able to take as much water as like a watercolor paper. You see, and it just blends automatically by itself. So it blends really well. Very easy to use. See the two different looks that I got. It's very pretty either way. So something like this too, I would kind of wet the area first where I want the color to go, because the color will only travel where the water is. And let's try some red. I don't know, I always gravitate to reds for some reason when I'm coloring. This is an orangey red. Okay. So I'm going with like a very loose coloring. So I don't really care too much that these will blend. If you don't want these to blend right here, because if you put water next to each other, then this is going to blend with the other color. If you don't want that, you zap it with the heat gun or let it dry before you add the second color. And I want to try, let's try some green. This is a lot of fun. Don't want to create mud. Do want to, kind of weird combination here. Yellow, orangey and green. But that's pretty cool. And of course you can color the leaves. So I'm just doing a super fast coloring just to show you what you can do. Add in some more shade and it'll kind of blend. You can add some water and let it blend a little bit more. I really don't like that. I should have used a different color, but too late. I'm gonna put some yellow here. Maybe if I add some yellow to the green, it won't look as weird. Yeah, this color is really kind of weird. If you don't like it, just try dab it when it's still wet, that is. And see how much it took away. Also took away from here too. I'm going to try to add another color on the top of that. Something dark. Kind of still a weird combination. I'm choosing like the weirdest combinations. This is kind of funny. So just want to show you guys how vibrant they are. And you can get a really pretty look. And if you mix the pearl with any of the color that you have, like say this, and it'll give you that pearlized look on your colors. And it'll give you that shimmer. You probably can't see the shimmer, but it's definitely there. It's really pretty. So you could use it that way. You can color in stamps like I would, or you can here I'm using a number 9 brush. I'm going to change to a number, this is I know I had a number 1 somewhere, but this is a 3/4, and I'm just going to go directly to the stamp here. You want to wet the stamp first. Not too much, but enough. And then go ahead and put it directly on the rubber stamp. Okay, and then we will try some reds here. This is a great set to have. It's very high demand right now. A lot of the people are using it and they're loving it. So it's kind of high demand. So I'm going to flip this so you can see. It's a little wet, so kind of gives you that real artsy look. And there's still more color, so you can still do more. Okay, and then after that, you can kind of go in there and just bring out the color a little more. There's so much pigment. You can go really loose. Can make backgrounds. You can do a very fast wash with all different colors like rainbow, because it's so highly pigmented. It's gonna be so easy to do that. So that's another way you can use it. Going to kind of dab it off. Okay, so that's pretty, really painterly look. And here we colored the stamped images and the wash. I'm gonna go zoom out a little bit, and then I'm going to, this thing is still wet. You can see that shimmer. Can you see that? Isn't that beautiful? For me, when I buy sets like this, I like to buy the largest set, because normally I would I decide that I want more colors, and then by then you'll have either duplicates or things like that. So I like to just buy the big set from the start. Okay, another thing you can do. So I have this Prima. I think this is like brush strokes. And also you can do the same thing. Can add it. This has never been used. And as you can see, the water is kind of beating up because this hasn't been used. If you really were working on a project and it does that, just kind of rub it with like a small like emery board or like a file to kind of buff the top, then it won't beat up anymore. So maybe we can try some purple. Again, I'm going to, it's kind of beating up. It's not really giving me a clean, but it's not supposed to. When you use it like this, it's supposed to kind of give you that artsy look. Okay, so you can use it for your art journaling this way, or just make a wash. Look how much that color just, it gives so much color just with a little bit of adding water to it. This is really fun to play with your watercolors like this. And then you can use your die cuts and you can cut them out in different shapes and use it. You see, see those little cool dots? Can make a lot of different textures. Or you can spray it. And let the colors just all like mix. It's pretty cool. Yeah, so I just wanted to kind of go over a little bit about these Gansai Tambi watercolors. If you were wondering, you can do a lot of different techniques with it. You can let it kind of drip down if you want. Give you that cool look. So that's pretty cool. So soon I will be actually making something with these. But I just wanted to kind of share with you different ways you could use it. Don't want mud, so I'm kind of picking up some of the colors. So this is a very great quality of watercolors. You can also emboss your stamp, so when you're coloring, the color stays in the lines. So it'll be easier for you to color like a stamped image. You can even color images like this. Now this is done with color pencils, but you can definitely watercolor like that. Oh, another way I wanted to kind of show you is I have this stencil. You can also use your stencils. I'm going to flip this over so you guys can see it. So for this, I sprayed it with the Crafter's Companion. This is a stick and spray. I like to do that for a detailed stencil so that it kind of sticks where you're working, and you don't have to worry that the colors are going to go in between the lines if you don't want to. So this, I would use it kind of dry, more on the dry side. So look at the consistency of the paint. It's like really, really thick paint. So for something like this, you don't want too much water on your brush because, I mean, unless you're going for that look where it's kind of seeps under. But because it is watercolor, some may seep under. So but you want your brush on the drier side. You can use your stencils. And that spray is repositionable, so it's not like this will be like stuck on there. You take it off. Look at that. That is super cool. And of course you could spray this. And then put it, stamp with it. Get that. Can you guys see that? It keeps going. That's how much color there is on these, that pigment. I could probably spray it more and get more colors. So that's pretty cool. This is another way you could use it. So here's some couple ways that you could use these watercolors. They're very highly pigmented and very good quality. They're top quality watercolors. There's a lot of color in these little pans, and these pans will last you a very long time. And of course there's other techniques that you can do with these. You could white emboss, and then you can put color and it'll resist and it'll go in between the colors, and there's so much you can do with them. Okay, so I just wanted to share that with you guys quickly, just if you guys are wondering about these watercolors. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you'll join me next time. And then I'll put the links below if I can find it, so that you guys can find it easier. But I know Tupelo Designs LLC is going to be carrying the larger set, and because it's in high demand, you might have to wait a little bit, but it's definitely worth the wait. Okay, so thank you so much, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks. Bye.